Okay, good morning. Just a little note to you. Please, when you're downloading the materials, if you could not work online on Office 365, if you could download them and not edit anything for other students, because they'll want to see the resources in their entirety. So the best idea would be to download the work to your computer or your device. If you can't do that, you get a piece of paper and you could write your answers on a piece of paper. That's fine as well. Okay. Don't forget, on coolgeography.co.uk, I've put together loads of resources, including these voiceover videos onto the pages. So this particular one, physical landscapes, flood management.php. So have a look at that. I do hope everybody's doing well and fine during these strange times. Okay, so the second lesson is lesson 2 on flood management. You've already looked at these things to know what hard and soft engineering are, to be able to explain hard and soft engineering schemes, and also to evaluate their impact. And we're going to actually just finish up with an exam question on that. If you haven't finished the table up, you could do that within this lesson as well. Just finish the table up. And there you can see a flood wall there with a floodgate in York pushed right up against the house. So I don't want to go through all of this again because I went through it in the previous video. Just don't forget, hard engineering, it's the building of entirely artificial structures using various materials like rock, concrete, steel to reduce or stop the impacts of river processes like flooding. Okay, so you should have looked at dams and reservoirs, okay, and the positives and negatives of those. And there you can see Three Gorges Dam. So that was in the last lesson. Okay, straightening rivers to reduce the risk of floods. You can see a fantastic example there from Germany. Okay, and the positives and negatives of those. Flood walls are another hard engineering strategy. Okay, and again you've got the positives and negatives there that you could have a little read through. And then your soft engineering involves the use of the natural environment surrounding a river, using schemes that work with the river's processes rather than trying to manage them with concrete and steel. Okay, so you've got things like flood warnings that you could discuss, the positives and negatives of those, floodplain zoning, doing different land uses at different parts away from the river, depending on how wealthy that is. So again, you've got the positives and negatives of those. So you went through that last lesson and filled out a chart. Today, I'd like you to do this exam question. Evaluate which strategies to manage river processes and flooding, hard or soft engineering, are most effective, and it's worth 9 marks. So it's a mini essay style question that should be about an A4 sheet of paper long. I've got a few tips for you here. So you'd split that question up using the words in the question. So to do that, you would define the keywords in the question first. In this case, the key geography words are hard and soft engineering, and we can see those just in here. Okay, so we'd say what hard engineering is and what soft engineering is, and if you've been paying attention, they're on this PowerPoint. Okay, the next thing the question asks you to do is evaluate. There's the word evaluate there, and there's the word evaluate there. So evaluate means to look at the positives and negatives, and you'll need to do that for both hard and soft engineering. You could plan out your answer first with a little table like this. You could look at the table that you put together last lesson. What are the goods of hard engineering? What are the bads or the negatives? What are the goods of soft engineering? What are the negatives? Okay, and then within that, you're going to want to mention specific types of engineering in your answer, and that's because it does say which strategies there. So you're going to want to mention flood walls, possibly dams, straightened channels. On the soft engineering side, you could do the floodplain zoning or the flood warnings. Okay, and then last, which are most effective? That's where you come to your view. You conclude your answer. Which of the two types do you think of best and why? To help you with that, I put together a little writing frame, so you can put soft engineering is and what it is, whereas hard engineering involves, and say what that is. I've got a nice little connective there to sort of contrast the two. I've got a linked sentence there to the question. You might want to put one of those in. Both can be used to prevent flooding, but which is the most effective? Then I'll start breaking my answer down into the hard and the soft engineering. So I have a paragraph. Hard engineering is good because, and why it's good. However, why is it bad? So I can pull my negatives out of that box. These are some of the negatives. A good example of this, you could use a dam, flood wall, whatever. An alternative is soft engineering. This is good because you could pick your positives out of that box there. However, these are the negatives out of that box there. Good example of this is, and then you give your opinion. Overall, I think that, now I'm going to not specify which one you choose, whether you like hard or soft engineering, and then you give a reason or two reasons why you think that's the case. that would conclude your essay. When done, if you email your answers to me at robert.gamesby@st.marys.newcastle.sch.uk, I'll mark it for you and send it back and give you a bit of feedback. There's that email nice and big, okay, and that should be 2 good lessons worth of work. So we'll just finish up with a couple of dad jokes. There were 2 cats. The first cat name was 1, 2, 3, and the other one was 1, 2, 3. They both tried to cross a river, but only 1, 2, 3 made it. Why? Because 1, 2, 3 cats sank. And the next one, what do you call all the little rivers that flow into the Nile? Juveniles. Good luck with your essay.